Ooh, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're coming, viewing me from. Welcome to today's show. Happy Sunday to every one of you. I hope you're having a blast. It's good to see everyone today. I hope you are all doing well. It's your regular host, Edith Demudia, coming your way with the African PACESETTERS here every Sunday at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. I told you, stick with the Nigerian time. 8 p.m. Nigerian time. We bring you live streaming shows every day on this platform from Monday to Sunday on different topics. So my topic is always African change makers and PACESETTERS. So mine is Sunday, but Monday to Sunday, we have live shows that we're bringing on. We stream concurrently on 3 platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So make sure you tune in into one of those platforms and watch us. And if you cannot watch us live, just come back later and watch. Leave your comments, subscribe, and like. Okay. Today we're doing things a little differently, just a little differently. I'm away today. Oh, I miss you guys. I'm away today. This show is pre-recorded, so I will not be able to reply to your comments. But next week, I promise I will be back here live, and then I'll be able to respond to all your lovely, lovely comments. You know, your comment brings me warmth. When I see your comments, just an affirmation that I'm doing well, and then we keep rolling. So today, my lovely viewers, we're going to be talking about Aminu Ahmed Tudun Wada, the chairman Polio Victims Trust Association, currently making an impact in Nigeria. He's from the northern Nigeria. He's an Hausa man. Aminu Ahmed is a change maker and an innovator. He has impacted so many people's lives. So let's keep telling our stories, because if we tell it by ourselves, it is real. And good people who go out there to make impact on other people's lives, who make themselves comfortable beyond their reach to make somebody comfortable, is worthy to be celebrated. So let's give him a round of applause. Okay, I'm going to go on a quick break. Before I do that, I encourage you to tell your friends that the show is on. Hey, you know the drill now. We've been together for so long. Tell your friends to come on. Okay, let me play this quick video in the break.
Register to vote and collect your PVC now. Affliction shall not rise a second time.
That is why we members of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, is calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion, and political affiliation, to embrace our new formula known as 23 unto 23, which means you must encourage 23 persons to register for their voters card. Then the 23 persons should get another 23 persons to register too for their PVC. If 23 is multiplied by 23, we shall arrive at 529 voters card. If 189,035 of us do this, we shall have 100 million voters ready gidigba for the 2023 elections. By December 2023, GCSDN shall organize a global online election where we shall all choose the presidential candidate to support in the 2023 elections. We must elect a patriotic and visionary servant, a servant that will put our country and our citizens' rights above his or her personal interests. Oh yeah, let the journey begin.
This message is powered by Prince Ewemade Concourse, PROGCSDN.
Okay, so you just heard that video. Please collect your PVC. We're not joking. We are not joking. Collect your PVC and be ready to vote. Never you say it doesn't count. Your vote will count this time, I promise you. So welcome back to the show, African PACESETTERS. In case you're just tuning in, we are just starting. We just went on break and we're going to talk about Aminu Ahmed Tudun Wada. So this guy, like I said, Aminu Ahmed Tudun Wada, is chairman Polio Victims Trust Association. He's determined to ensure that polio cripples in Kano live respectably, right? And that no other child in Kano lives with that disease. He doesn't want any child disabled again by this disease. Aminu recalls being carried to school. This is Aminu. You can see him on the screen. He recalls being carried to school by his parents when he was young. But that came to an end when he became too heavy to carry. The lack of wheelchair or tricycle denied Aminu the chance to complete his education. And it has since foiled his determination to ensure that other young polio survivors don't suffer the same fate, because he didn't have it easy at all. I'm going to show you a video of Aminu. I want you to get yourself to know him better. He's a polio survivor, and really he's going out there doing his best. So let me show you the video quickly.
If you have polio, you can join army, you can join police, you can play football, you can go farm. We survival, what we are going to do? My parents, they pick me in the back, going to school. From primary school, I'm leaving the school because by that time, I'm heavy. It's not fit to take me to the school. I'm thinking, what the reason I'm never going to school? I go back to technical school, how to learn, make, recycle. I'm selling it very cheap. I don't want another polio survival never go to school, but I don't like this kind. My dream, no polio in Nigeria. But now we have 21 months, we don't have any case in polio. My dream now is reality is coming. My name is Aminu Ahmed. I'm the chairman of Polio Survival of Nigeria.
A round of applause for Aminu. Did you see that? The video just showed us that he has no lower limbs. And yet he's not just sitting down to say, oh, you know what? I don't have limbs, so I can't do this. He's going beyond his reach. He's even using his own problem to help others. He doesn't want anybody to end up like him. And even if you do end up to have polio, at least you're not crawling on the floor, you're not rolling over on the ground. There's a mobile chair to help you, like the tricycle or the wheelchair. So Aminu went to school just for this reason, just to help people. This is what I call change makers, because you could see even in his disability, he's still doing something to help another person. These are great guys, motivated to change the realities faced by underprivileged children with disabilities. Aminu enrolled at technical school to learn how to make tricycles, exactly what the video said. He now manufactures and sells them at an affordable price for handicapped children. Aminu promotes immunization among men and women. It is women as the primary caregivers of children who are a priority audience for Aminu. He believes that he has to, reach out to the women so much, because the children are always 85% of the time, the children are with mothers. So he visits hospitals to speak to mothers as part of his speech, to tell them about polio, to give them lessons, to also tell them that this is what he does. They don't have to be left alone. They don't have to be like they don't belong to the society because somebody ended up without limbs. He has something for them. So he's just reaching out, telling people that you don't want this disease that affected my limbs to also affect your own child. Learn from me now. Go and take immunization. Aminu and his fellow association members also work hard to dispel the myths about immunization that have circulated in communities for many years. Aminu's approach is effective and evident in his association's growth. Since its beginning in Kano, more branches have opened in Lagos, Sokoto, Jigawa, Kaduna, and Katsina. They also reach out to sensitize the community about safety of oral polio vaccine and other issues through audience participation programs on Radio Kano. According to Aminu, he says, my dream, which is his dream, he says his dream is to see polio eradicated in Nigeria, like completely, not even 1%. That is a very good dream, a very good dream. It is And his dream is on its way. For 21 months now, he can recall that they haven't recorded any new case of polio. This is a plus for Aminu, who is trying to see the end of the disease. So my dear viewers, my dear parents, my dear lovers, and all the good people who's coming across this video, I just want to use this one to reach you today. These diseases do exist. These diseases do exist. There are myths. I've seen some parents at the clinic, because most of the time I use what I see at the clinic as an example, as a lesson to also bring to other people who are not, who may not be chanced or have the opportunity to see this. Some parents, not all of them, some parents, some few people, I don't know what is in their head. They just believe in this myth that a child has to fight off diseases to get immunity. This is not done. You're not even talking about flu. Flu disease is very easy to cure if it's just flu. Sometimes maybe if you have catarrh, what we call catarrh and cold, you could take a lot of vitamin C, a lot of orange, go to the sun to take vitamin D and E, take a lot of fluid, those, and rest. Those can help. But in cases where we talk about vaccines, real one like polio vaccines and all of that, please stop saying when a child has the disease, then the body now builds the natural immunity to fight the disease. It's a lie. You're just going to ruin that child's life. A child, like a baby, does not have the complete immunity to fight off these heavy diseases. As a child, when you're just born, as an infant or a child, you should have this recorded immunization to follow. Parents, if you take your child to the pediatrician, your pediatrician would have told you, or gave you the lesson at when you go for a child vaccine and stuff like that. When you take the child to the hospital, they would have told you that the child needs immunization. They are very critical. I don't want you to miss it. Don't ever say your child should face the disease to build up immunity. These are heavy disease. These are very, very dangerous, very contagious, and sometimes are life-threatening. So we have some here. I'm going to just mention them. I can't go into them in detail because we were talking about change makers, but I promise another time when we have time and we talk about all these diseases, I'll bring it to you in detail. We have hepatitis B, which is a viral infection. You don't want your child to be hooked with that hepatitis B. Liver disease, you don't want that. You want to immunize your child before before the disease comes on. We have the DTaP, which is the diphtheria, tetanus, and the pertussis. It's a bacterial infection. It affects children, and you don't want that too. It's highly contagious. We have the pneumococcal disease, and there is a vaccine for it. Okay, so all those, like pneumococcal is a bacterial infection. You do not want your child to have that. We have the polio, which is the viral infection. Aminu Ahmed had polio, and he lost his 2 limbs because of polio infection. He didn't have the immunization, didn't have the vaccine, so he had that disease, and his 2 limbs were off. Till today, he doesn't have those limbs. He even missed school because of all this. His parents were taking him to school when he was young, but when he got older and they couldn't carry him anymore, he had to stop schooling because there was nothing to wheel him to school back and forth. There was no mobility. So, and he comes from a very poor background. So you don't want that. So sometimes children still get these vaccines, and peradventure, the infection comes on to the child. You would have had something in you to help you fight the infection. But when the child is left bare, the child is not going to be able to fight. The immunity won't be enough to fight off this infection. So before I forget, I'm just wandering away. We have meningitis, which is a viral infection. You don't want that. It's highly contagious. Chicken pox, bad one again. It's a which is the varicella zoster. Varicella zoster infection. It's a viral infection. Is in the class of those viruses. We have the MMR, which is the mumps, measles, the measles, mumps, and rubella. None is good. And we also have the TB vaccine in a country where TB or leprosy is very rampant, which is Africa, because we don't really get them here. And I've done record, so we don't have these leprosy cases here, but I've seen some TBs, but in a very few numbers. They're very few. So in a country where TB or leprosy is rampant, you want to get that BCG vaccine immediately, not long after the child is born, because you don't want the child to come in contact with it before you are looking for help. No, you want to immunize the child, arm the child defense, and when peradventure anything happens, so the child would have had something to fight off the disease. So I'm not saying after getting all this, you may not get one of these infections. The child may get it, but the child won't die from it. I have seen a case where a child lost the battle to measles, just measles. But when we checked the record, the child had no vaccine at all. So it wasn't here, but back home. The child had no vaccine at all. So stop the myths. Today, I'm using Ahmed's story to relate to you parents. I don't want you, just brush off that myth. I don't know where you guys got this thing from, that if a child is if somebody is left to fight infection, then you build immunity. It's not all cases. So I'm just, pleading with you parents today, don't give your child too much heck in life. Don't give that immune system problem. Help the immune system, and then it will kick in to also fight other diseases. But in case of all these very heavy diseases I've mentioned, there's nothing. Dogoyaro will not help. People have problems and they start drinking agbo, drinking all these things that, I don't understand. It doesn't help. You need to immunize your child. It's like you are arming your child. You put petrol in your car before you leave home, not when your car throws you out in the highway, and then you start stopping every car to make sure, oh, please give me a lift, give me a ride. My car just stopped because there's no fuel in it. No. Fuel your car before you leave home. So immunize your children before they get in contact with these diseases. They're very contagious. They are very unapologetic, and sometimes it can be life-threatening. Okay? So another time, I promise, I'm going to bring these diseases and we're going to talk about it in detail. But today, I was just using Ahmed's case to, relate to you so that you understand what they are. Okay? So today, we are almost to the end of this show. I want to bring you quickly okay, so I want to bring you another, just to show you the app. I have been telling you about Rescue Mina app. I have this, I've explained it in detail extensively here on this platform. But if in case this is your first time of ever listening to me, Rescue Mina app is an app that you download on your phone in Nigeria, where security is not guaranteed in Nigeria. And in case of any emergencies, any danger, you sense danger, you just dial it and action kicks in. If you download this app for 2,000 naira, what happens is you can record 10 numbers on this app. You can put 5 numbers for the security agencies in your local state, not when you're living in Lagos, you want to do the Benin City one. No, wherever you live locally is where you record the security information. You put the security numbers there, and then you have a chance again to put 5 numbers from friends and family. So now, how does this app work? In case you sense any danger, because Nigeria is not secured at all. Security is just on the lowest, and people do not even know what is going on daily. They are afraid of their lives. People are being kidnapped, robbed, raped. Women are being raped. Some are beheaded. Some are like so many things that unprecedented evil just going on in that country. So in case, I will pray that nothing happens, but in case something happens. So this app is going to save you from danger. It's an emergency. you just dial this security agency and they'll come to your rescue. And also, again, your family and your friends would have gotten the message that you are, you are in danger, and everybody will just, kick into action, and then help will be on the way. So this is the app that I've been telling you about. I just want to play it so you know what I'm talking about. 2K is the amount, 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira is not too much. So let me play the app. Oh, I was just dancing to the music. It's beautiful, right? So you saw the app, you saw the advert there, the ad. So please, for your life, I've been asking, how much is your life? What is the price tag for your safety? What's the price tag? 2K. You can't place a tag on your life. You can't place a tag on your life, on your health and your safety. You cannot place a tag. So because of this, download this app. Okay, let me use PG. Make una download this app, because this app now ogbonge. You know what it be ogbonge? Download this app. Ogbonge, and I go save you when something they happen. Oh, I don't talk and since. Now they hear me. My lovers, you know me now. Download this app, really, for your safety. If you live in Nigeria, there's no doubt today that the evil there, the insecurity trouble, the wahala way there, there's no cap anymore. You can't just place a cap on it again, because every day different things happen. Kidnapping, raping, robbery, armed robbery, everything is just too much. So that's why I want you to download this app for your safety. It's just 2K. Everything in detail has been explained to you, and you can also ask us questions on our platforms here. We have our email, we have our Twitter, we have everything. Please just ask questions if you don't understand, and we'll be ready to answer you. So my dear lovers, my dear viewers, we've come to the end of the show. Yay! So the only thing that's different from this show today is that we can't relate live. But really, I miss you, and I can't wait to see you next week. Promise, by the grace of God. So we've come to the end, and I'd like to say thank you for listening to, just sitting there and loving me and my show. Thank you so much. I wish you a good one on Sunday, and I promise I'll be back. So have a good one. Till we see you again, have a good day. Have a good week ahead. Ciao. Thank you.